Celtic fans view. Yes, good afternoon and welcome back. Just do this first of all. I'll just wait till everyone catch up. Paul McLaren. Forget it, not happening. Ah, says Paul. Those of little faith. Those of little faith. I'll just reply to him and just speed things up, see what's happening on this. And there's 11 people. Just wait on this. Damn adverts. Come on. Right. There we go. There we go. Perfect. 10. So anyway, Paul McLean says, forget it, it's not happening. Jota. Yes. Jota. There's been a lot of speculation. We'll get some more people online first. I am doing an unscheduled live. Yes, it is an unscheduled live, purely for the fact that we're going to hit, you see that up there, 16,997 subscribers. And you know how I like to involve you all, and we're going to hit, staying on live till we hit 17,000 subscribers. Should only take about half an hour or so. Anyway, let's get right into the comment section because I've missed you all. It's been a long time since I've done a live, and it's funny because I went on and I looked back at all the schedule stuff that I had lined up for Cup Final day, the Friday night before the Cup Final, and none of it ever happened. None of it ever happened, but I am back with the lives. Yes, first time back with the live in over 10 days. Back in 10 days a year. Unbelievable. Morning, Baz. Fuck. Right, 17k today. Would smash it, Baz. Right, let's get to everyone share the video and get it to 17k, says Evan Sean. Yes, share it on all your profiles. So Paul McLean says it's not happening, forget about it. There's been a lot of speculation about Jota. I want to talk about Jota in a minute, but I want to get through a lot of the comments first and say thank you to everyone. Gordon Crouch says, I hope the wife is getting better. The hand of God is through that room, sitting relaxing. The hand of God is back. Paul McGrath says, it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen either, but there's a lot of Celtic sites, and we'll talk about it in a minute. Let's get everyone involved first. John, not a chance. We're sold for 20 million about years later. Mike Power says, morning Baz, right, 17k today. Smash it, Baz. Sean, yeah. Hi, Baz. Paul Grant here from sunny Denny. Is it sunny in Denny today? Fantastic little part of the country is Denny. Paul Burrell says, hail, hail. Paul McCune, afternoon, Celtic. Anne Armstrong. Hello, Anne. How are you? Just to let you know, everything is good in the hood. And the hand of God, as she's known, is sitting through there. With her feet up. Absolutely loving it. I'm so glad for your wife. Yeah, so am I, Rosalind. Thank you for that. Caden says, can that 19-1 edition Iron Brew, it tastes exactly the same as regular cans? He's gutted. JD says it won't happen. As far as Jota actually getting the start at decent game time, and he scores goals. Getting fed up with as many keepers. Yes, I'm going to talk about that as well. Billy Hodges, Pat C, Evan, CJ, one. It's the first time of the year when we get linked to everyone and their granny. It is true. It's true. And we are on 16. Yes! Come on, my son. We've done it. It's again. Yes. Get in there. Absolutely brilliant. Give yourselves all a clap. Give every single one of yous a clap. Absolutely brilliant. Done it. I knew we would do it this live. That's why I jumped on. And I didn't want to hang around. We've done it. Absolutely smashed it. Get in there. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. We've done it. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all the people that have just subscribed and getting us over that 17,000 people. That's mad. That is mad. That's bizarre. That's mind-blowing stuff. It is. It's mind-blowing stuff. Somebody's unsubscribed. I can't get that on me. Hail from Antarctica. Baz at 17,000. Yes, 17,000. Here's to the 20,000. Yep. Right. Sarah Ann, it says hail. Fantastic. Well done, Baz. 17,001. Yeah, it's going to go up and down because people will just play games now, won't they? Just to get it up and down. So anyway, we've done it. We got to that 17,000. I probably would have done it a lot earlier, but it's been a kind of 14 days of absolute madness. Absolute madness. And I'm even better that she's sitting through there going, fuck, I've had peace and quiet for 14 days. Take me back. Take me back. No, right. Anyway, I'm going to go through, and this is when there's a news coming out of Spurs. There's news coming out of Spurs today. Ange Postecoglou is looking at a Celtic midfield player, but it's not anybody that you would think of. You would think, Rio Hatate. You think he's going to come in and go for Rio Hatate? Do you think he's going to come in and go for O'Reilly? No, it's not O'Reilly. Do you think he's going to come in and take Kwon off her hands? Yep. No, it's not him either. It's none of the ones that he bought, funnily enough. It's none of the players. It's none of the players that you would think that Ange Postecoglou would be linked for. It is Daniel Kelly. Daniel Kelly has this afternoon been linked with, well, it's coming from a Spurs website, but when you look at the origin of the story, I'm not buying it because it comes for the Daily Rangers. It comes from a journalist that is connected to them, and shame on the spursweb.com for picking up the story. Tottenham have focused on youth and talent since Ange's arrival. Despite the 18-year-old having never played a game for the Hoops under Ange, he did train with the senior squad. Did he? I don't think he did. Daniel Kelly never trained with the squad under Ange. Not that I'm aware of. I thought it was only this season that he came into the fold with the first team. Anyway. Report states that the teenager is currently talks to Celtic over a new contract and his preference would remain at Celtic Park. So it's just all bullshit. Although it does go on to say that Tottenham would only have to pay a compensation fee of £490,000 to get young Kelly and bring him down to Tottenham Hotspur. Don't do it. The lad's not going to do it. It's a bullshit story. Put that one out the window and then shut the door on it. Another one that's been talking about, and we knew this story would come out, is Bosun Lawell. Bosun Lawell's going nowhere. Let me get that straight out there. Bosun Lawell will not be leaving Celtic. No matter what some of the rags trying to say, Bosun Lawell will not leave Celtic. He will get a new contract at Celtic, and he will be in the first team squad come just a few weeks' time, because I think it's the end of June. It will be the end of June when they go back into training, I'm sure. But yeah, Bosun Lawell is going absolutely nowhere. Kelly, yeah, it's young Kelly. Daniel Kelly linked with Spurs. It's a no story. Daniel Kelly was playing in the B team last year. Exactly. I mean, this is a Spurs website saying that he was playing under Ange. He was in and about the training squad. He wasn't. They're fucking talking nonsense. Anyway, and there's a few publications coming up with the Bosun Lawell story. But there's also one saying that he's going to jump straight into the first team. Right, I'm going to read some of the Celtic headlines, and I'm not even going to really go into some of the sites that it's on, because there's a few Celtic sites, and you know what? You all know my personal feeling against journalists, and even though they're Celtic media, there's no need to be fucking selling Kyogo out the door. There's no need to be fucking pushing Kyogo out the door. No one in Celtic has spoke about Kyogo leaving. The managers never spoke about Kyogo leaving. Kyogo's never spoke about Kyogo leaving. Why the fuck are Celtic websites talking about trying to get rid of Kyogo? They are not. Stop fucking spreading the shite of the mainstream media. If you're going to come out with stories, do it. Right? Come out with stories. But have a backbone and don't just copy shit that's coming out of the mainstream media. Anyway, John the truck driving legend is in the house, still driving God. He is up in the Dominican Republic of Balfarg, drinking in the red hot republic of the Gilvan Bank. Absolutely cracking pub, by the way, is the Gilvan Bank. Cracking little pub. Has it still got the beer garden at the front? Remember, I used to have the beer garden bit at the front. before they built the big hotel at the side of it. But yeah, sell O'Reilly, buy Jotas and Tierney. Jeffrey, why would you buy Tierney? That's a serious question. Seriously, why would you buy Tierney? He's never had one full season since he left Celtic that he's been 100% fit. And I'm all for having speculation. I'm all for having speculation, but I wouldn't buy Kieran Tierney. Not with a million. Even if you were getting him for £1,000,000, I wouldn't buy him. Sorry. I wouldn't buy him. He doesn't fit the Celtic model anymore. You can't sell him on. And I know it's all good bringing one of your own back, but let's give youth a chance. Let's get some of the younger guys through the system. Let's get the next Kieran Tierney through. Kieran's had his time at Celtic. Kieran came through the youth setup. Get young Daniel Kelly in. He's going to be your new cheerleader. If you're wanting somebody that's got Celtic through and through, let's get the next generation in, rather than think about going back and trying to reincarnate something that could potentially be a dead rubber. Do you know what I mean? And no disrespect to Kieran, he's a fantastic football player, but as much as I would like him back as a player, thinking with my head on, not with my heart, right? Not sitting going, Kieran, I love you. Kieran, I love you. Kieran, as much as he's a Celtic man, and he'll always be one of us. Do you know what? I've been in Hampden when he was right in front of us with a megaphone. I was right behind that. I've been there. I love the guy to bits. But when it comes to a Celtic player, he's never been fit since he left Celtic. And for me, that's enough for us not to go back and get him. And I hope that you know what I'm saying. So anyway, too injury prone, gets extra kicks the usual. Baz, I was thinking the same thing about Kyogo stories. Yeah, the Kyogo. And do you know what's disappointing? I'm going to get back to the Kyogo story. There is quite a few Celtic websites. Now, I've seen some of them going about, oh, we're fan media. Look, it's a fucking website, right? You're a blogger. Let's not bullshit, eh? You're a blogger. You're a wannabe journalist to work for mainstream media. You're a blogger, right? And I'm all for these bloggers doing their tricks, just like YouTubers do their graft, right? And it's a way of earning an income. I get it. But, come on. Could Celtic cash in on Kyogo as part of a cycle refresh, the Celtic way? Come on. That's playing into the media's hands. We don't need to sell them. Why are we just copying the mainstream media? Do you know what I mean? And there's other ones. Where is it? Lennox Town. Goalkeeper. Yeah, I'm not even going to go through the goalkeeper ones. Just absolute nonsense. And these are Celtic sites that I'm looking at. There's another one. There's a Celtic site saying, bring bad Edward and Tierney. Really? Is that the way they want? No, I'm going to put this out as a serious question. Would you welcome back Edward and Tierney? A serious question. Odds on Edward, who has never reached the heights since he left Celtic. Right? He's never done that. Fraser Foster. Fuck, bring Fraser Foster back at the same time. No. That's not us going forward. That's not us progressing. That's just like saying, like, do you know what? Fuck that. We'll buy in 9 players in the summer and they'll all be fucking shite. It is as simple as saying that. Fighting Irish says, firstly, congratulations on 17,000. Thank you, mate. Not saying Kieran Tierney should be back, but you're saying move on in one breath and bring back Jota. No, I'm not saying bring back Jota. I was a question mark. I wouldn't bring. Trying to compare Tierney to Jota. Wow. Jota has been 100% fit. Kieran Tierney, I fucking see you've got me going now. Kieran Tierney, right? If you want to go down that route, right? It's like, right, let's go and bring the two of them back. Who's been the fittest since they've left Celtic? Jota, 100%, right? Kieran Tierney has not been fit for one full season since he left Celtic. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying bringing back Jota. Personally, I don't think we should bring back Jota because it's going to cost too much money. And, he left to go for the big bucks. Let his career go and find its own way. Now, It took Jota took a pathway, right? He took a pathway that he thought was going to be right for him, and that was all about money. Now, if I was his agent at the time, you would have known if Jota could have walked into any top European club, any, if he stayed one more year at Celtic. If he stayed one more year at Celtic and played in the Champions League, he could have walked into any like Matt O'Reilly. Matt O'Reilly was look, Atletico Madrid came calling for Matt O'Reilly. You try to tell me that Matt O'Reilly's better than Jota? Not a chance. Jota's a million times better than Matt O'Reilly. And Matt O'Reilly gets shouted up by Atletico Madrid. It's all about levels. It's all about levels. There's absolutely no way that Kieran Tierney would get a call in from Atletico Madrid. Never. Because he's not fit enough. He's not fit enough. When you look at, let's get Virgil van Dijk in. You reckon he wants to be Parkhead and get Frimpong at the same time? Caden McLeish. Oh, there we go. That's it. It's 2025 next year, not 2018. Move on, move forward, says Paul McLean. I drink your milkshake. Jota, I, KT, Eddie, the wall, no. And say that. Stop with the worried fan. Season's just finished. Calm down, Baz. We never calm down and we never stop unless the missus is in hospital. And then we stop for 10 days. Anyway, 304 people watching. Oh, I'm totally excited to be back at the lives. Totally excited to be back doing the lives. It's amazing how it's good doing the videos, and the videos do brilliant. But as doing the lives is good. Baz, not always, mate. KT just wasn't getting picked. But he was still injured once a season, and that's why he wasn't getting picked. So anyway, KT got battered up here in Glasgow by the Hack and Hammer throwers. I was surprised they went to Arsenal. When I didn't go to Arsenal on a stretcher. Yeah, Jota better than O'Reilly. Yeah, I think Jota is better than O'Reilly. And when you look at, I mean, if you're going to put in comparisons like bring back Kieran Tierney versus Jota, well, you've got to have the comparison. Atletico Madrid came in for Matt O'Reilly. Where could Jota have went if he stayed at Celtic? Now, this is what I'm saying. Matt O'Reilly, we want to keep him. Jota, I don't want him back. He fucked up as far as I'm concerned. Let him go and figure out his career somewhere else. In the pub watching, says night vision, a bit drunk. Where are you in the pub? What pub? CCV been injured every year and he's been at Celtic. What's the difference? He didn't leave Celtic. He's never left Celtic. We're not on about bringing Cameron Carter-Vickers back. That's all I'm saying. Then you could go down that road, but I'm just saying the way that let's get the brain working, folks. Right? Let's get the brain working. The Celtic model. We need to think like how the board think, right? And we can all, as fans, romance about Kieran Tierney coming back, but when it comes to it, the board will sit down with Brendan and go, right. Here's Kieran Tierney, player A, right? Here is another player that we can bring in that's 3 years younger, costs a quarter of the wages that Tierney will cost, but there's a potential we can sell him on for 20 million. Celtic are never going to go, yeah, we'll bring Kieran back. Not a chance. Not a chance. It's not the Celtic way. It's not the Celtic way. CCV will end up in Barcelona. I don't think he'll end up at Barcelona or Real Madrid. That's just my own personal opinion. He might end up at a top English Premiership club. I don't think that Cameron Carter-Vickers is that standard to end up as in a Barcelona or Real Madrid. Sorry. That's just my own personal thoughts, Paul, but I don't think he'll end up at one of the top teams in Europe in that way. I think there's more chance of English Premiership. I don't know. Anyway, pints of Stella. Pints of Stella. Wasn't injured first year, second year needing an operation, third year recovering injuries after being rushed back, says Port Job Express. Billy Hodge says, look at Hooper. He could have been a legend. Yeah, we could look at many players. Gary Hooper was going down to England to be an England legend. He was going down to England to get in the English team. How did that work out? and that's what I'm saying. Let Jota. Paul, I'm not disagreeing that he's not world class. I just don't see because I stay here in Spain. I don't see Cameron Carter-Vickers as the type of defender that Barcelona or Real Madrid would come in for. That's just my own opinion. It's no. Nah, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. He's a cracking player. He will go to the top of the game. I don't think, and I hope I eat my words because it'd be fantastic if he does, but I just don't think it. I don't think he'll go to Barcelona or Real Madrid. Free Palestine says, Baz, if you're not on the board like I do, they will try and sign Jota for 6 million. We're punting him next summer. Yeah. It's just Celtic all over. Buy Jota for 6 million, sell him for 25 the next summer. Tierney, Jota ain't coming back. No chance. We move on. Exactly. We do move on. It's all about opinions, Paul. It is all about opinions. This is why the channel is all inclusive and it is called the One Celtic Fans View. We all have different views. And that's what makes this community so good and so special as we sit on 17,003 subscribers. For the boss. Anyway, Baz, you can't see the sun for the shining, pal. I can't see this. I can't see the sun. Got to remember the board would have pushed Jota on the 25 million deal. Yes, it's a good deal of business and footballer's life. One bad tackle away from retirement. As a father, I'd go for the money. Says SL17. Have we sealed the deal for either yet? No, we haven't. And as soon as we do, Celtic will put some. Adam's on holiday, so I'm not expecting anything to be announced by Celtic within the next 5 days because players and everything are on holiday and the manager will be finally on holiday. Oh, it was a hard to find goose beer, the Spanish beers seem the best. I've had a pint of Amstel earlier. Amstel is okay, but you need to get yourself some Mau. Mau's the best beer in Spain. Mau is definitely the best beer in Spain. Edward down tools last season shouldn't be concerned for a return. Exactly. I'm not one for going back for players. Anyway, there's another Liverpool. No, it's not. He's not a Liverpool goalkeeper. Celtic have been linked with the Liverpool goalkeeper. Rousingthecop.com, a Liverpool website. I'm not going to. The other teams call the website that do they call them fan media, or is it? I don't know. Fuck. It's a website, a fan website. Liverpool look for a fair amount of turnover in the goalkeeping department this summer. The Reds have been settled for the 5 past years or so with Alisson Becker, served by a good host of backups. Chief among them has been Kelly. The Irishman his game to another level this season, playing 26 times. But he's far from being the first choice goalkeeper. He wants to play regular. I'll just skip him down this. Celtic are hoping to strike a deal for him, and they're saying it could be anything between up to 10 million. The graduate of the Liverpool Academy, any sale of the goalkeeper would be pure profit. It's claimed that Liverpool want 20 million, but there has been indications that Celtic might be able to get him for up to 10 million. 10 million. They're going to go for 10 million, and if not, they're going to look elsewhere. So I think they're kind of trying to throw Liverpool's hand here, saying, look, we'll take him for 10 million. That 10 million will come with add-ons, but it looks like Celtic are trying to negotiate the price down. Now, we all knew that the price was going to be between 10 and 15. It looks like the biscuit tin mentality. I mean, Celtic are going to go in for a 10 million bid, they're saying. Which would be interesting if Celtic do go in for 10 million for a goalkeeper. Be a fantastic bit of business, but there'll be a massive, massive sell-on clause to go along with that. A massive sell-on clause. Lorna Gallagher's in the house, the whole troops. Yes, Lorna, I have done, and I also told her about the flowers. So yes, they will be bought now that she is home, because you can't take flowers into the hospital in Spain. It's weird. Anyway, Night Vision says, yeah, it's a good beer. It must have it. Yeah, Mout is a good beer. Go for the King of Kings, son. No. Henrik will teach him about the Celtic. Nah, I don't think we'll go for the King of Kings, son. I think that ship's probably sailed as well. If you're going to go for something like that, we would have got him in a bit younger. A bit younger. We will never pay 10 million for a goalkeeper, says Big Dom. And Uncle Stuart is in the house, Stuart Ramsey. Also, Liverpool wanted 20 million, Celtic will offer 10. You will think he'll be at Celtic. Do I think he'll be at Celtic? I said right during the season, I don't think he'll be at Celtic. But for what I'm reading, there's a lot of Liverpool sites coming out with similar information, and they're also talking about he could go on loan to Celtic. I'm not up for a loan deal for a main keeper. Not just now. I think we need to get that would need to get a loan could potentially be for 1 or 3 years, something like that. Hmm. What it is also saying is Bailey suggests that Liverpool could effectively park Kelleher on loan in Glasgow with a view to returning to being first choice keeper at Anfield. So they would be looking at put him out on loan. Do you think we should take? Here's a question for you: should we take the Liverpool goalkeeper on loan then, as it seems to be? Which I don't think we should. I think taking anybody on loan would be a bad option for it. We've done it before, yes, we have, and we had a successful time with a lone goalkeeper. But I just think with this squad's at the similar point to where it was on the last run to 9 in a row, about the same time. We're at 3 in a row just now. And it was at this point in the run to 9 in a row that we kind of solidified the core of the team that was going to go on for the next 2 or 3 seasons. There would always be players that would come and go over this sort of course of what happened to going to 9 in a row. There would always be players that would come and go, but you had the nucleus of the squad there. And I think what we're doing just now is trying to build the nucleus of the squad. Is it the right way for us to go to bring in a lone goalkeeper this early in that process? Thinking long term for Celtic, right? Putting a 5-year plan in for Celtic, right? Say we are sitting in the boardroom, right? We're sitting around the table with Dermot. We're sitting with Dermot's on one side, Nicholson's on the other, and the manager is sitting in front of us, and we're sitting around the table, and you're sitting going, do we really need? We've got a goalkeeper that we could potentially get on loan for a season. He's a top quality goalkeeper. I've worked with him before. Or do we go and pay 8 million for this goalkeeper that we own outright that has the potential to be a 20, 30 million pound goalkeeper if we produce in the Champions League, if we produce good results in the Champions League? Do you go for the Liverpool goalkeeper on loan when they're thinking no? They want to. They're saying if it is a loan, it is with the view of coming back to Anfield. This is the exact words. It says Bailey suggests that Liverpool could effectively park Kelleher on loan in Glasgow with a view to returning and being first choice at Anfield. So that means that they're not looking to sell him. Would you take him on loan for that? I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's get to the Kyogo news. Celtic could cash in on their star striker, aged 29. But Adam Ida is not a ready-made replacement. There's loads of these stupid stories going around, and I'm not even going to entertain it because it is all just speculation about trying to get our best players out the door. Celtic link goalkeeper's teammate reacts to great speculation. Bosun Lawell, another one, Republic of Ireland. I noticed that Bosun Lawell has been away, and this is why all the Bosun Lawell stories are coming out, because he's away in a training camp with the Republic of Ireland. James Forrest enjoying his return to the Scotland fold since his first one since 2021. Celtic could cash in Kyogo. There's another one. Jota return to Celtic. There's another Celtic size. It's not happening. Kieran Maguire. Celtic could open up a huge gap in the summer. What do you mean just in the summer? We've already got a huge gap between us and the rest of Scottish football. Anyway, we are sitting at 17,007. We're at James Bond numbers, 007. Fuck that. Anyway, right, we're on 17,008. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Right, we have been on for quite a bit. Been on for 29 minutes. Just going to break myself in easy. There has been over 1,100 people have watched the live. I will get back into scheduling the lives and getting the lives on at different times of day so that we can reach as many people around the world. I am just going to do the half hour just to break myself in gently. It has been 9 or 10 days since I've done a live due to unforeseen circumstances, and it feels absolutely brilliant to be back. Let's grab some of the comments before we do leave the building. Kyogo ain't going nowhere. Let's keep him. And Ida in front of Sevco. Kelly, yep. Need a solid keeper we can keep for a minimum 3 years. Kelly or Forrester. Foster Fraser? Fraser Foster? Do you really think so? He's getting on a bit. I don't think so. I don't think Fraser Foster's the answer. We must need an option to buy. We're not a feeder club. Yes, exactly. Frank Kenny says, hail, Baz. We should be talking goalkeeper on loan. Please get us some real news. Yeah, there's no real news out there, mate. And that's the problem. Everyone's on holiday. Even people that I know connected to Celtic, they're all on holiday. They're all enjoying some downtime. Why are Celtic fans wanting the whole team sold? Exactly. Strengthen from a strength strengthen from a strength of strength, not weakening the team. That's what I want to do. Love and respect from Ireland. Says Tattoo Face 77. Jeff Ray, the channel must have doubled this season. Right, since you've probably missed out that video, I will give you an update on some of the figures of what happened over the space of this season. I did do a video about it, but it didn't get that many views. So what I'll do is I'll go straight on and I'll give you the numbers for the one for May, because May was fantastic. We're at 17,010. May. Right, so when I look at the numbers for May, the channel did in May, I just get this, 686,587 views. So let me just copy that. So this is views, and I'll put this on the chat. So, May views. That was the May views. 686,000. I'm not being funny, but that must be up there as one of the most views after the Celtic own channel. Has to be, surely. Has to be right up there, views-wise. I could find out, but I can't be bothered looking. After views, we have the subscribers. And the subscribers count for May on its own was, get back to the screen, and subscribers for May, 845 subscribers for May. 845 subscribers for May. For the year, we're going to last 365 days. We've done 5.2 million views. We did 5,196,564, which is good. But I've got a mate who does over 1 million views a month. So my 5 million goes into his insignificance because he does over 1 million views a month. It's not a football channel, but fair play to him. He knows who he is. He'll not be watching this. Your banter, it's your banter, Baz. Yeah, is that brilliant, Baz? I saw the video of the stats. Well done at you, says Lorna. Yep, thank you for that. Baz is Oscar material. As long as it's not him with the legs, Oscar. He done it in his bird, didn't he? Well done, Baz. The momentum as well with Celtic, big time. Trust me now. My football Rangers need to win last season. Yeah, Rangers needed to win, but they're not going to. It is on our time. And what other stats we're going to do? Oh yeah, for the year. We did. This is how many people subscribed in the last year. Last season. A massive 6,517. Now, remember, I don't do any kind of social media. Now, I know that there's a Celtic AM has come out brand new channel from his dark days at Hail Hail 67. But he's got 20 odd thousand on other social media, on Twitter. You know what I mean? He was coming from another destination, Hail Hail 67. The fact that I've managed to grow this little beast of a channel, and we've never stopped. I want to hit 20,000. I want to hit 20,000 before October. 3 months to hit 20,000. I want to hit 25. Well, just going to keep on going. Keep on going. Big Dom, they don't follow. Anyway, right. That is it. Onwards and upwards. Get in, says Stuart Ramsey. You're getting all so onwards and upwards to 20,000 in no time. We will do, because I will not stop. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do a live at 8 o'clock Celtic Park time tonight. You never know. I don't know. No, I won't, because she's just home. I need to spend some time getting some cuddles and stuff. So, anyway, on that note, Tam Mac says they borrow. Hail, hail, Baz. Keep it real says fighting Irish. Thank you to everyone. To that, look at that. 17,012 subscribers. Thank you to everyone. Thank you. Anyway, time to get off here and go and make the missus a cup of tea and then chill out. On that note, hasta luego, and have a fantastic day, Celtic fans all around the world. First one back.